The company that built its entire reputation on AI safety just accidentally published 512,000 lines of its own source code to the public internet, and then tried to delete it, and then made it worse. On March 31st, Anthropic pushed a routine update to Claude Code, their flagship AI coding tool that pulls in an estimated $2.5 billion a year in revenue, with 80% of that coming from enterprise clients. But their build tool, called Bun, generates debugging files by default, and nobody excluded it from the package. So a 60-megabyte source map shipped to the public NPM registry, pointing to a zip file sitting on Anthropic's own cloud storage with zero authentication. An intern at a crypto startup named Chaofan Shou found it at 4 a.m. and posted a download link on X. 16 million people saw that post. Within hours, the complete source code was mirrored across GitHub, forked over 41,000 times, and uploaded to decentralized servers where it can never be taken down. Here's what was inside. 1,900 TypeScript files, 512,000 lines of code, 44 hidden feature flags for things that haven't launched yet, including background agents that run 24/7, AI agents that can sleep and wake themselves up, voice command mode, and browser control through Playwright. Internal model code names: Capybara for Claude 4.6, Fennec for Opus, and an unreleased one called Numbat. And a feature called Undercover Mode, built specifically to strip secret code names before code ships publicly. The irony of that one speaks for itself. Buried in the developer comments, they found that their latest model version has a 29% false claims rate, up from 16% in the previous version. And a bug was burning 250,000 wasted API calls every single day. Anthropic's response made things worse. They filed DMCA takedown notices against over 8,100 GitHub repositories. But many of those were legitimate forks of Anthropic's own public repos. Developers who had nothing to do with the leak woke up to legal threats. Boris Cherny, who leads Claude Code, called the mass takedowns unintentional. But this was already their second leak in 5 days. The week before, a misconfigured content system exposed 3,000 internal files, including details about an unreleased model called Mythos. 2 accidents, 1 week. For a company valued at $350 billion that's reportedly planning an IPO later this year. But here's the real story. A 25-year-old Korean-Canadian student named Sigrid Jin, who the Wall Street Journal had profiled for using 25 billion Claude Code tokens last year, woke up at 4 a.m., saw the leak, and decided to rewrite the entire tool from scratch. Not copy it, rewrite it. In Python, using an AI tool built on OpenAI's rival platform. It took 2 humans, 10 AI agents, and 1 MacBook. His repo, called Claude Code, hit 50,000 GitHub stars in 2 hours, the fastest-growing repository in GitHub history. It now has over 117,000 stars and a Rust rewrite in progress. And because it's a clean room rewrite in a completely different language, Anthropic's lawyers can't touch it. And this is where it gets personal. What Sigrid Jin proved is that AI can now take a complex software system, 500,000 lines of proprietary code that took years and billions of dollars to build, and reconstruct it in a different language in a single morning. The competitive moat for software companies used to be their code. That moat is gone. What matters now is the architecture, the design decisions, the system thinking, the judgment calls about what to build and why. Jin himself said it best: the code is a byproduct. The thing worth studying is the system that produced it. If your value is writing code, that value just got more fragile. If your value is knowing what to build and why, you just became irreplaceable. Anthropic spent years and billions of dollars building the most sophisticated AI coding tool in the world. One missing line in a config file exposed it all. One student with a laptop and some AI agents rebuilt it before breakfast. And a competitor sent him free credits to keep going. The age of proprietary code as a competitive advantage may be ending. The question is, what replaces it?